Good evening, everybody. It is windy out, but it's beautiful. One rod this evening. I have one goal and one goal only tonight, and that is to catch the first frogfish of the season. I feel that the pond temperatures are probably warm enough that they should be hitting the top water. This pond right here is pretty froggy, and I've caught a lot of, or pretty froggy, I meant to say pretty grassy, and I've caught a lot of frogfish here before. So I figured this was the perfect place to try and get that first frogfish of the season. The audio is probably not the greatest right now because, like I said, it's very windy. To start with, until the wind dies a little bit, I'm gonna toss around a jig, try to get a jig bite. I'm looking for a bigger fish to start with. Frogfish will be any fish really, because any size of fish will hit a frog. So let's get the chesty on, let's get down there, let's start slinging this jig, baby. It's a heck of a lot windier down here than I thought it was going to be. If that's anything that I've learned in the last couple of weeks fishing this spring, is that it's always way windier outside of town. That is for dang sure. This pond is way clearer than I thought that it was. I've only fished this pond one time this year, and it was windy just like this then, but that's been a while back, and it was not this clear. It was pretty clear, but not this clear. Got one! Little guy. But, hey, first fish of the night. Can't beat that. Cannot complain about a fish. All right, so I just caught this bass, and I've been just talking to myself for about 15 minutes here because obviously I guess I didn't press the record button. So I've just been throwing that jig like I was a minute ago, and decided to swim it a little bit and tried a little bit different technique, and this guy just slammed it. Ooh, a bass came up. I see it right now. It's hopping my jig. I was pulling it in. Swimming away. There's two actually. Oh, just scared him off. See if I can entice one to come back and eat that jig. I see one. He's eyeing it. I don't think he wants to come up shallow for it though. I'm not getting any of these bass to commit hopping it on the bottom. I don't think they want to feed off the bottom because the bottom's pretty nasty, yucky, gooey. They'd be crushing a spinnerbait right now. They would be crushing a spinnerbait right now. They kind of want this jig when I'm swimming it, but they're just not totally committing. But I think if I had some blades on here with some pretty good flash and stuff, oh man, it would be a heyday out here. That was a fish. Oh, there we go. I seen him take it. Oh, he came off. Whoop. Hey, there we go. We got a muddy bass. Man, that was cool. Little bass. There we go, boys and girls. Another bass. Hopping the jig. There's some cattail stalks over there. Some old dead cattail stalks. I've had a couple bites here in the last couple minutes, but I've missed them. I finally snagged that sucker. Okay, we're down to only about an hour to go, and I've finally talked myself in to trying something different. Still not gonna tie on the frog yet because It's just too windy. Frog fishing, I can't say you won't catch fish when it's windy. For the most part, windy top water, you want to throw a buzzbait or a whopper plopper, something like that, or a popper. Something's gonna create a lot of disturbance along with the wind, but something that's just gonna ride the waves and not create that much isn't going to give them enough to key in on, so it's not going to be as productive. So if it stays as windy as it is, it's just not going to be ideal to throw a frog. But what I'm going to try right now is a swim bait. There's a fish, there's a fish, there's a fish. Man, I let him hit it 3 times. Come on, take it now. Quit swiping at it, boys. Just eat it. There's one. Oh, I hooked up on him. Oh, how did I manage to do that? Well, the wind is not stopping, and this is too light to cast into the wind, and especially on this rod, it's just too light. So we're just gonna have to go with the old tried and true chatterbait. I have a feeling it's gonna slam, but I may be wrong. Hell, I don't know. What I think they want is just a swim jig, just like I was doing earlier with my jig, but I ain't got enough time now to tie one on and fish it around. Crazy, the bites just all but died as it's gotten a little bit darker here. Got about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. I'll probably go here pretty quick because I don't really want to drive home in the pitch black. A lot of deer out here. I really don't want to hit a deer tonight. Last time I came out here, I had to stop in the road 2 different times to let the deer cross. Thought I'd probably better do this outro in the truck tonight, as it's pretty dang windy out there. The audio is probably pretty crap anyway. This might sound a little bit better. Did not catch him how I wanted to. Wanted to get that frog bite tonight, but I can't always fish how you want to fish. You got to fish to the conditions. You got to fish to the fish. So there'll be plenty more nights that I can get out there and catch a bass on a frog. It's probably by far my favorite way to catch a bass. Second would have to be that jig that we was catching them on at the beginning. But the bite it seemed to just turn off. I really thought the chatterbait there at the end would really get it done, but I was wrong. I was wrong about that. A beautiful night to get out and enjoy the great outdoors. And we did get 5 fish. They weren't the size that we would like, but fish is a fish. All right, well, I've rambled on long enough. I won't keep you any longer. Thank you for tuning in to the video, and I'll catch you next time.